Choosing the right chicken coop for your flock is crucial. It's not just a shelter, it's their home. A good coop keeps your chickens safe, healthy, and productive. But it should also make your life easier as a chicken owner. And there are many other factors to consider when choosing your chicken coop. I've linked a video that provides more detailed information about these important factors at the end of this one. In today's video, though, be prepared to learn about the different types of coops and their benefits. I've also included in this video 3 popular coop designs, along with a link to 3 free sets of building plans and materials list for the coops, which you can use to get started on your project. So be sure to stay tuned throughout the video. Now let's explore some popular coop options. 3 of the most popular styles of coops are the elevated coop, the walk-in coop, and the tractor or mobile coop. The elevated chicken coop is one in which the main living area is raised off the ground, offering several advantages that can enhance the well-being of your chickens and the overall functionality of the coop. Here are some key benefits. First, elevated coops are an efficient use of space, especially in smaller backyards. The dual use of space for both living quarters and as an additional run space can be a highly efficient way to keep chickens. Your flock can never have too much run space. The more area that they have to roam and forage inside their fenced-in run, the better. And the shaded area beneath can also be used as a dust bathing area for them and as a space for storing supplies. Moreover, elevated coops are often built at a height that is easier for humans to access, making coop cleaning, egg collection, and general maintenance easier since it can be done without having to bend down or crawl. Elevation helps to keep the coop cooler in summer by allowing airflow underneath and warmer in winter by preventing contact with the cold ground. There's also better air circulation underneath and around the coop, reducing the buildup of ammonia and moisture inside. The improved ventilation helps to keep the coop drier and reduces the risk of respiratory problems among the flock. An elevated coop keeps the interior dry during heavy rains or snow, providing a more comfortable living space, and it allows for better drainage, preventing water from pooling inside, thus reducing the risk of damp, unsanitary conditions. Overall, elevated chicken coops offer significant benefits in terms of security, hygiene, space utilization, and ease of maintenance. The elevated coop is a great option for smaller backyards since it optimizes the run space as well. The second style of coop is the walk-in coop. A walk-in chicken coop is a type of chicken housing designed to be tall enough for a person to enter and move around comfortably inside. This design offers several practical advantages for both the chickens and the keeper, making it a popular choice for backyard poultry enthusiasts. We'll look at 2 styles, the lean-to chicken coop and the shed-like coop. Lean-to designs are ideal for smaller spaces, as they can be built against an existing structure like a wall, fence, or shed, saving valuable yard space. This coop generally requires fewer materials and can be built with basic carpentry skills, which is ideal for DIY enthusiasts. Placing the coop against an existing structure can provide additional protection from wind and rain, making it more weather-resistant. The attached wall can also offer additional insulation, helping to keep the coop warmer in winter and cooler in summer. Lean-to coops are often easier to access for cleaning and maintenance, as they are typically built at a convenient height and location. Lean-to coops can be easily customized to fit the specific needs of your flock and the constraints of your available space. A shed-style chicken coop is designed to resemble a garden shed in that it isn't attached to another structure. It features a rectangular or square footprint, vertical walls, and a peaked or slanted roof. It often includes windows and ventilation openings for light and airflow. The shed-style coop takes up a larger footprint than lean-to coops, but it offers more space, ease of access, and robustness, making it ideal for larger flocks. Another popular option is the tractor coop, a mobile coop that can be moved around your yard. Mobile chicken tractors offer numerous advantages for both the chickens and the keeper. For example, moving the tractor regularly gives chickens access to fresh grass, bugs, and other natural food sources, promoting a healthier diet and contributing to pest management in your yard or garden. Mobile tractors help avoid the accumulation of waste and contaminants in one area, maintaining a cleaner environment for the chickens. They are typically designed to protect chickens from predators while allowing them access to fresh forage. As it's movable, you can place a mobile tractor in safer locations as needed, avoiding areas where predator activity is higher. Mobile tractors make efficient use of available land, allowing you to manage chickens in different areas without committing to a permanent space. They can be moved to areas that might otherwise be underutilized, such as under trees or in garden beds during off-seasons. Moreover, mobile tractors can be less expensive to build and maintain than permanent coops, as they don't require fixed infrastructure like fencing or a dedicated coop space. and chickens are able to supplement their diet with natural forage, potentially lowering the amount of commercial feed required. The varied environment provided by a mobile tractor keeps chickens engaged and active, promoting their overall well-being. Access to fresh forage and the ability to move away from soiled areas helps reduce stress and improve the quality of life for your chickens. Chicken tractors provide a practical and flexible solution for some backyard poultry keepers. Well, now let's say that you've seen examples of coop styles, and you finally decided which style works best for you and your flock. The next stage is to decide how you will acquire your coop. Will you choose to DIY or buy? Let's compare the options for both. Building your own chicken coop can be a rewarding project. It allows you to customize the design to your specific needs and preferences. You can choose materials that fit your budget and aesthetics. DIY coops offer the potential for significant cost savings. By sourcing your own materials and putting in the labor yourself, you can often build a coop for less than the price of a pre-built one. However, there could be a few drawbacks since building a coop from scratch requires time, skills, and tools. You'll need to be comfortable with basic carpentry and have access to necessary equipment. Additionally, the total cost to build your coop possibly won't be immediately apparent before you begin the project, and the cost could end up being more than you had budgeted for. And don't forget to account for your time. You will put in a lot of hours planning and building your coop. A second and perhaps easier way to get your coop established more quickly and maybe with less money spent is by giving old structures new life. If you have an existing structure on your property, consider repurposing it or even part of it into a chicken coop. This can be a creative and cost-effective way to provide a home for your flock. An old shed, a garden shed, or even a child's playhouse can be transformed into a functional chicken coop with some modifications. You'll start by assessing the structure's integrity and ensuring that it's structurally sound. Then you'll need to add necessary features like nesting boxes, roosting bars, and ventilation. You may also need to replace or repair flooring, walls, or roofing to ensure the coop is safe and weatherproof. Repurposing existing structures not only can save you money, but it can also add a touch of charm and character to your backyard. It's a sustainable, practical approach that gives new life to old materials. Though there is a potential to save money, building a coop or even repurposing an existing structure into a coop can be a time-consuming endeavor, especially if you're new to DIY projects. Should you decide to build your own coop, however, here are the 3 DIY-friendly chicken coops that I mentioned earlier. And as I promised, the plans for these coops are free, and they come with downloadable and printable PDF instructions as well as a materials list. Check in the description section for the website link where you can find these free plans. Building one's own coop isn't a task for everyone, however. If you're on a tight schedule or if you're not confident in your DIY abilities, or maybe building projects just aren't your thing, the convenience of purchasing a pre-built coop might outweigh the potential cost savings of building your own. One advantage is that pre-built coops come with a fixed price, eliminating the unpleasant possibility of unexpected expenses. But you will still need to factor in the cost of shipping or delivery as well. Another advantage is that pre-built coops arrive ready to assemble, saving you the time and effort of building from scratch. Everything is already pre-measured, cut, and sized, and hardware will usually be included. If you are able to assemble the coop yourself, you can save money. If you don't have the skill, time, nor resources to assemble it yourself, some companies offer assembly services for an additional fee. One other indispensable feature of your chicken housing that we must not forget is providing outdoor space for your flock. At some point you will need to decide whether or not to allow your chickens to free range. Outdoor space is very important for a chicken's health and well-being. Adequate outdoor space is vital regardless of which option you choose to acquire your coop. Allowing your chickens to free range is typically a cost-free option. However, if you know that it won't be safe for your chickens to free range due to predators or your city or neighborhood bylaws, then you'll need to attach an outdoor fenced-in run to the coop to provide your chickens with additional space to roam and forage. Another option is to enclose the run area with electrified poultry netting to keep predators out. The run area will protect your flock from predators while allowing them to enjoy fresh air and sunshine. By the way, if you want to learn more about the requirements of a chicken run, don't forget to check out the video linked at the end. Ultimately, the most cost-effective option for attaining your chicken coop, whether it's DIY, pre-built, or repurposing an old structure, depends on your individual circumstances. If you're handy with tools, have access to affordable materials, and value the satisfaction of building your own chicken coop, DIY can be a great way to save money. Or if you have a structure that can be repurposed into a chicken coop, this can be the biggest money saver, though not necessarily a time saver. If time is a constraint or you prefer a hassle-free solution, a pre-built coop offers convenience and peace of mind. Selecting the right chicken coop is an exciting step in your journey as a chicken owner. As you'll discover in more detail in the video linked at the end, there's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to chicken coops. The best choice for you will depend on your budget, DIY skills, the size of your flock, and your personal preferences. Whether you opt for an elevated coop, a modern walk-in coop, a mobile tractor coop, or a repurposed structure, the key is to prioritize functionality, safety, and the comfort of your chickens. For a more in-depth look into deciding on your chicken coop, don't forget to click on the video that's linked right here. You'll learn the do's and don'ts of chicken coop and run design and placement. If you found this information helpful, I would greatly appreciate it if you would help to grow our community by liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching.